It's time to laugh along with This Little Parent Stayed Home with Ali Lopreet. This no-brainer tutorial will show you how to give up your corporate salary and get started supplementing your family revenue, offering the skills that you've already had. This Little Parent Stayed Home covers important issues such as how to work as a family unit to make your dreams become a reality, all the while staying home with the most precious gift that life has to offer, our children. So let's get empowered. It's time for This Little Parent Stayed Home. And now, here's your host, Ali Lopreet.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to This Little Parent Stayed Home, where we are working to bring home 1 million parents. I'm Ali Lopreet, your host. I'm a speaker, trainer, and business consultant for moms and dads who are looking to survive as a stay-at-home parent when you leave your corporate salary. On this show, we explore all the ways that this can be done. And I'm sitting here with my assistant producer, the lovely Danielle Bach. Hello. Hello. So today, Danielle, we're going to be talking about how to raise capital to kickstart your business for your product or your business idea. Mm-hmm. And we have Ewa Asmar from Bionée joining us today to tell us how she did just that. And you'll love this. She created her business. She came up with her concept and her idea when she was pregnant, just like you are. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So being pregnant is a very creative time. It's a great time to start manifesting all of those ideas that you've got and start preparing for when your child does come into play, right?
Definitely. You get a lot of ideas.
So before I bring on our guest today, I want to talk about my weekend. I spent in the mountains of Heber, Utah, in this amazing lodge with about 20 other people and Kim Flynn. It was a master retreat for business owners that want to play big. And the reason that I was up there is because Kim is interested in hiring me to be one of her trainers, and it looks like we are going to be working together in about 6 months or so. Super excited. And so I'll tell you all about that. But anyway, while I was there, I was actually taking a part of the process to see how I might contribute. That's why she flew me up and wanted me to be a part of this retreat so that I could understand how it worked. And first, I have to say, wow, holy cow. This was one of the most valuable retreats I've ever been to. It was pricey, I will say that. Most of the conferences that I've spoken at in the past are usually like $100 or less. I'm really big on Spark and Hustle, which I think is super valuable, especially for those on a small budget. This retreat was several $1,000s, but it really is for someone who is really looking for a top-notch business education for small business. You know, you can go out and you can get a business degree for like $25,000, but they don't usually teach you how to run your own business. And so this is really valuable if people are just looking for the top-notch business education that's going to teach you how to become a multimillionaire in about 6 months to a year. And really everybody that takes part in this program, they make sure that you succeed, that you get through it. There's no like copping out. Like it's part of why it's so expensive. It's a great program, and I learned a lot. I can't even tell you. But my biggest epiphany, this was a huge epiphany. It was kind of emotional for me, was about 2 days in. I had this emotional moment where I just got very quiet, and I literally got off the couch. We were all sitting there in our this wasn't like a fancy retreat where we all, got dressed up. We were all in like our sweats and jeans and grubbies with our notebooks and just brainstorming and, And I literally got up and went downstairs to just like decompress because it was like I had to get away and clear my head. And at the break, Kim came down to find me and asked me, what's going on? How are you? Do you need to talk? Do you need to share something? And that's, by the way, just an example of how awesome she is as a coach. She just shows up for her people. She doesn't just let anybody just walk away. She went and followed me and said, what's going on? And what I said to her was, I got confused. I was here, I'm here to learn how I can be a part of the process and how I can be a trainer. But I was actually joining in and jumping into this process as if, why not? Why shouldn't I learn? And I realized I am not, I'm really not ready to play big. Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, I completely understand that because just right now, I'm trying to get into that whole business mindset, and I definitely am not ready to play big.
Yeah, and it's a really important thing to be able to do. So that's exactly what. So after kind of using my powers of deductive reasoning, which I totally invite everyone to do, so that, before you make any kind of big decision, is know where your decision is coming from and dissect it so that you're not just like holding back on an opportunity just because you have a fear that you haven't fully realized. But so what I thought was, yeah, I want to be a multimillionaire. Of course I do. I'd love to do all that. But, I really am not ready for that yet. I don't have room to take on more clients. I would love to speak more, but I don't have room to speak more right now. My purpose was to work as a stay-at-home mom so that I could be the primary caretaker to my kids. And I cannot grow any bigger than I'm capable of doing right now if it's going to take more time away from my kids. But that's right now. Mm-hmm. It's not an excuse. It's the reality. Henry, my 4-year-old, has another year of preschool, and he's away from me from about 6 hours a week right now. And that's what he needs, and he can't really go any more than that. He's not ready for more time away from me. So for now, I'm going to be happy with where my business is right now. And it was this really big realization for me when I took a step back and I thought about what my primary purpose was for doing everything I do. It's because my real job is to be Henry and Braden's mommy.
Yeah.
And Braden doesn't need me so much anymore because he's in school full time. He's going to be in 2nd grade. And when Henry goes to school, I'll be able to expand more. And I can't wait. I mean, there's back. But I really had to go, I can't put these things in order now. I can't invite more business my way because that is unfair, not only to my children, but to me. It wasn't originally what I set out to do. And so what I want to reaffirm out there for anyone who's listening is that the good news is that this can be done. I saw evidence this weekend that anybody can take their business bigger. Anybody.
Yes.
It was an awesome, awesome realization. And some of you out there who are listening, you might be ready. Your kids might be older. They may be less dependent on you. You might be an empty nester and you're ready to take on a whole new journey of self-fulfillment through building your business into a multi-million-dollar empire, and it can be done. That's the good news. Mm-hmm. But for this show, and what we're trying to accomplish here, this show has a purpose, and that's to help you guys, you moms and dads out there, all of you people who listen and tune in every week. The purpose of what we're trying to fulfill on this show, This Little Parent Stayed Home, is not necessarily about becoming a multi-million-dollar empire. It's about earning enough of a supplemental income to comfortably leave your corporate salaries and work around your kids' schedules in those little pockets of time that we have during naps, at night, on the weekends, when grandma and grandpa come to take over, just to get enough revenue in to allow you to fund your lifestyle. And it's so funny that I say that, like funding our lifestyle, like it's a big lifestyle. I mean, somehow in the 21st century, it became a luxury to be a stay-at-home, mom.
Yeah. It used to be the norm.
I feel like we're doing this to fund our choice to stay at home with our kids.
Yeah.
But the reality of what we're trying to do here on the show. So if you have that multi-million-dollar idea, call me up. I'll connect you with Kim Flynn. All right? Call me and I'll connect you with Kim Flynn, and we will get you there. But for the purposes of this show, what we're trying to accomplish is working around your kid's schedule in a way where you can leave your corporate salary and be okay.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Right? Okay. So it was so amazing to me when I realized that that's what it was like. I need to get back to my roots about what it is I've tried to accomplish. And even though I really do want to become that multimillionaire in like 2 or 3 years, and I know I can, and I know I have the tools and resources to do it, what it forced me to do is stop and take a look at where I am right now and go, you know what? I can coast here for another year. I love it here. I'm good. I'm bringing in enough. My kids are happy. They see me. My clients are happy. They're getting my attention. I can only take on a few at a time. I'm teaching my courses on every other Sunday so that can learn. But it's working for me. And if I try to go any further, I might disrupt the flow. And the bottom line is this. It's not just, I'm ready to be successful. I'm ready to be a multimillionaire now, but my family's not ready.
Uh-huh.
My family's not ready for me to be a millionaire, and they're not going to reap the benefits of that right now anyway. They're not going to know what a millionaire is at 4 years old. Right?
They're not. They're not going to care either. Just their mom.
Right. All they care about is mommy needs to be there for me. Mommy needs to tuck me in at night. Mommy needs to, drive me places. Mommy needs me. Mommy needs me. They have no idea. They have no concept of money, no concept of anything, no concept of even the food that we attempt to try to put on the table. So what do you think about that, Danielle?
I think that it's perfectly okay to put that on hold, becoming a millionaire. It's definitely more important to take care of the primary reason why you wanted to bring home your career in the first place, which is your kids. You don't want to, be out there trying to make all this money and then miss the most valuable time in their lives, and they're look back over their life and they're like, yeah, we had a lot of money and we had all this stuff, but what about our mom? We missed that relationship. And then they're just going to be, in therapy for the rest of their lives.
Oh, and sweetheart, it is so funny. It is hilarious to me that you have no idea that once your baby comes along, once your little girl comes along, you're going to be wondering all the time, like, what am I doing to mess her up? What kind of therapy is she going to need because of what I'm doing? It's crazy. And you start to get over that, but those first couple years of being a parent, you can't help but go, oh my gosh, I'm messing her up. I'm messing them up. This is crazy. I don't mean to stress you out. It's fun to laugh about it. So today we are going to be talking. We're going to be talking with Ewa Asmar. She's an entrepreneur mommy, and I cannot wait to introduce you to her. She has a lot of great insight. She raised capital to kickstart her business when she was still pregnant. At least I think that's what happened. And so we're going to bring her on. We're going to learn how she did that. She's a New York-based mom entrepreneur, totally relatable here. She came from the cosmetic industry after about 12 years in business, and now she's dedicated to providing safe, efficient, and pleasurable products to women and their children. So when we come back, we will hear from Ewa Asmar and how she raised capital to kickstart her very successful business. Don't go away. We'll be back right after these.
Staying home, working from home, making your dreams a reality? We're working on it. It's This Little Parent Stayed Home with Allie Lopreet, and we'll be right back after these.
This is Allie Lopreet. Now, as you know, I have made it my personal mission to help 1 million parents bring their careers home. And I'm always on the lookout for the best work-at-home opportunities that's going to allow you to sign your own paychecks and be able to put your family first. That is why I am truly excited to be able to present a legitimate income-making opportunity to those of you who are truly serious about working from home. I've teamed up with my very good friend, Bridget Brady, and together we're going to be offering a free 30-minute teleseminar on the first Wednesday of every month so that we can show you how to make money online using an already proven system. You can reserve your seat by going to thislittleparent.com, and under the Business Opportunities tab on the right side, you'll find the registration link for this free 30-minute call. It's free, it's strictly informational, and it's already been giving a lot of parents just like you the resources to take control of their financial future. Go to thislittleparent.com to reserve your complimentary seat, and we'll see you there.
Do you know the power that you have as a consumer? You have the power to choose where to spend your hard-earned dollars. OurMilkMoney.com is an easily accessible online business directory that lists the products and services of self-employed parents. It's a great place for you to flex that consumer power of yours, and each time you do, you'll be helping a mom or dad afford the choice to stay home with their kids. Visit OurMilkMoney.com today to do your shopping, list your own business, or make a personal contribution to the global movement that's allowing business owners to put their families first.
Welcome back to This Little Parent Stayed Home, the no-brainer tutorial that will show you how to give up your corporate salary and get started supplementing your family revenue by offering the skills that you've already had, all the while staying home with the most precious gift that life has to offer, our children. It's This Little Parent Stayed Home. Now, back to the show with Allie Lopreet.
Welcome back to This Little Parent Stayed Home. I'm your host, Allie Laprete, and this is the show where we are working very, very hard and diligently to bring home 1 million parents. Before the break, we were talking about the guest that we're going to be bringing on today, who's going to talk to us about how to raise capital to kick-start your business. Her name is Ewa Asmar, and she's the owner of Bionée. She's a New York-based mompreneur. She comes from the cosmetic industry, and she's lived all over the world, but she took a real interest in cosmetics and bringing beauty to women all over the world, and it was right during her pregnancy. So, of course, I know you're going to want to tune into this, Danielle, and relate to how that creativity just explodes when you're with child, right? So I'm really excited to learn from her about how she exploded her business and how it took off even once she became a mommy. She's just adorable in all of her pictures. So let's go ahead and bring Ewa on. Hi, Ewa. Welcome to This Little Parent Stayed Home. Thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Yes, hello. Thank you very much, Ali and Danielle, for having me.
All right, great. Well, I know that you are very, very passionate about being a part of the skincare industry. Can you walk us through a little bit about what got you started, that creative energy that really kind of gave you that aha moment when you were first pregnant and decided to venture into business for yourself?
Yes, of course, with great pleasure. So, as you mentioned, I've been working for big companies for over 10 years, and this in France, in Paris, in London, in the UK, here in the US, in New York, and then life brought me 4 years ago to the United States with my husband, and to be honest, it was all about the timing. I believe the timing is the most important thing, really, to make a business decision. As you mentioned earlier during the show, it's all about your situation in the life. You know, are you ready for a business? What type of business are you ready for? What size of business can you really, work with? So when we arrived here, I quit my job in the UK. I was working at the Body Shop at that time as a global product manager. And, the Body Shop is a pioneer in natural skincare. And I learned a great deal from them, all about how to develop the safest products with, wonderful ingredients from all over the world, fair-traded ingredients, and just do good, not only for the customers but also for the planet. So I researched the space a little bit, and yes, you're right. I got pregnant with my first child, and. I was already in the subject, so I researched the space, and I was very surprised seeing that in the U.S., where people really love healthy food, they are very well educated in terms of organic ingredients, organic foods. There's a lot, a big offering out there. But in terms of cosmetics and personal care products, I was very disappointed, especially when it comes to products dedicated to pregnancy and baby.
Right, yeah. There's a lot of products out there that I know that I'm seeing are popping out. This is obviously, organic products are a really, really big trend. But there is not a lot that is dedicated to pregnant women, and that's the most crucial time. Wouldn't you agree?
Exactly. This is exactly a very special time for a woman. As you can imagine, this is the only time when a woman changes her habits. She starts thinking about a healthier lifestyle. She starts thinking about what could she change in her day-to-day routine to make her life healthier for herself and for the baby. She educates herself and spends so much time on the internet researching the ingredients that are prohibited during pregnancy or for the baby. She asks everybody, around herself, other moms, OBGYNs, and get advice from experts about what she can and cannot do not to harm her baby. So this is actually the only moment where a woman changes her foundation or her, cream that she loved for years and years. So it's actually a very interesting moment to come in with a new product and offer something different and and good for her.
I completely relate to that because I know when I got pregnant, it was just like mind-boggling. And it's not just, that you're getting all this advice from doctors and friends and family, but you're taking care of this other life within you. And you have to be mindful about the things that you're putting in your body, the things that you're putting on your skin. A lot of people don't realize that what you put on your skin goes into your blood, just like the food that you eat. So I completely understand that concept.
Exactly. I was very surprised to learn that actually our skin is our biggest organ of the body. So imagine whatever you put on your skin goes directly into your bloodstream. And then I digged in further and I saw some research, very scary research that says, or are even entitled, that babies are coming to the world pre-polluted. There are evidence of harmful ingredients in your bloodstream, in the umbilical cord. When the baby comes towards it already is packed with bad ingredients and harmful things that you could really avoid if you just knew about them.
So how did you turn that around and, this great idea? How did you come up with some money to fund your business and get it off the ground and get it started?
So here's the thing. I listened to your conversation, and yes, it's true. You have to decide whether you want it only to be just additional income for yourself and for your family, or if you believe in your business and you think it's going to become the next L'Oreal brand, let's say. So there are
those are big visions, but there are people that have those big visions. And before you go on, I just want to say that if you know for a fact that you were meant for big things and you're holding yourself back, the biggest reason that women do not play big in business is because they've not given themselves permission to do that. And so if you want to give yourself permission, or if you want to play big, you need to evaluate that it's going to work for you, you're ready for that lifestyle, and give yourself that permission. Don't wait for anybody else to give that to you.
That's exactly correct. And I wanted to quote just somebody I met very recently, and her name is Angela Lee, and she's the founder of 37 Angels. It's a woman-led investors group who invest not only in women businesses but in general. But they are women investing in other businesses, and she said that that's exactly what she experiences, and that's the main thing that she sees. The main difference she sees between woman-led businesses versus man-led businesses. Women are just scared. They don't dare to think big. They don't dare to say, oh, I'm going to be the next Estee Lauder. I'm going to be the next Twitter or Facebook, and I'm going to address a $1 billion market here in the U.S. and go international and expand. And I need to raise today $5 million,
So when you ventured into this idea, when you came up with this idea and you were pregnant, did you know, I'm taking this all the way? I'm going really, really big from the get-go.
Yes, you have to. It always depends on your idea. I mean, with a skincare company, you cannot think small. You have to think big. You have to. It's a consumer product. You have to invest a lot of money to penetrate the market. If you think about doing, something on the side, a small internet business, I don't know, some consulting, something that is not so cash sensitive, then you can. But here in this case, yes, I was very fortunate. I was surrounded by a very strong network of professionals and experts in the industry. I was just with my husband at the Wharton Business School. Some of you might know it's based in Philadelphia, and I presented this idea. I pitched it to the Wharton Business School incubator. So it was the place where I could really start thinking about the business, getting all advice, and really where people taught me how to think big and how to present this idea in front of VCs, of investors, of angels, angel groups, etc.
Well, you know what I really love about what your process was is that we talk a lot about on this show how we need to tap into the resources that are already surrounding us. You knew, you came from a really good place in business. You came from having a lot of connections, of already knowing what you needed, who you needed to connect with in order to make your vision a reality. And some people who are listening in might hear that and say, oh, well, it wouldn't work for me. I didn't have those connections. I don't know business. That's not okay with me. But what I want to address here and what I want to make clear is that no matter who you are, you have resources and tools and connections available to you. And what you need to do is when you have a vision, you need to think about how to bring that vision to the surface based on what's already in your life. What tools, what resources, what connections do you have? And if there are connections that you do not have, that you know if you had them would make a big difference for you, then what we can talk about, and this is what I do in my private coaching sessions, is we carve out a game plan to get the right people interested in you. We call it strategically stalking with excellence, right? Don't we learn that at Spark and Half? So we're going to So in just a couple minutes, we're going to take a break. But when we come back, we're going to learn more from Ewa Asmar. She is the owner of Bionée, which is a fantastic organic skincare company that she created when she was pregnant. She put all of the great things in place so that she would have a business that was booming and on a very big scale by the time she became a mom.
Thank you.
That's fantastic. So we're going to take a break in just a minute. If anyone out there has a question, we always leave the phone lines open for you. We invite you to call in and ask a question if you have a comment or a suggestion. But most of all, if something that we're talking about resonates with you and you don't know how to put this into fruition, it doesn't make complete sense to you, and it doesn't completely resonate with what it is you're hoping to achieve. If you're experiencing a challenge and you want a solution, call us. The toll-free lines are always open for you. The number is 877-864-4869. And if you're happening to be listening on podcast, you don't have to be excluded into participating in the show. Download Our Milk Money, the free app at the iTunes store, and there's a little plug-in player there where you can call and ask us a challenging question. We can play that for you on the air. It's fantastic. When we come back, we'll talk more with Ewa Asmar. She is the owner of Bionée. Don't go away. We'll talk real soon. Stay tuned.
Staying home, working from home, making your dreams a reality? We're working on it. It's This Little Parent Stayed Home with Ali Loprit, and we'll be right back after these.
If you're a self-employed parent, you know what it takes to run a business and a household at the same time. At OurMilkMoney.com, we get it too. And we connect you with other moms and dads who appreciate the value of your business and flex their consumer power to support you in your choice to work from home. Best of all, it's free. Visit OurMilkMoney.com today to get your home business some buzz and contribute to the movement that is truly changing lives, one family at a time.
Welcome back to This Little Parent Stayed Home, the no-brainer tutorial that will show you how to give up your corporate salary and get started supplementing your family revenue by offering the skills that you've already had, all the while staying home with the most precious gift that life has to offer, our children. It's This Little Parent Stayed Home. Now, back to the show with Ali Loprit.
Welcome back to the second half of This Little Parent Stayed Home, where we're working to bring home 1 million parents. Today we're talking about raising capital. Oh my gosh, I totally flubbed that, didn't I? No, we are talking about raising capital to kickstart your business. This is a great show for anyone out there that has a great idea and maybe your kids aren't in the picture yet. This is a really good framework for you to be able to build and put in place so that you do have a business that is running itself and ready to go by the time your kids come along. Before we bring back on our expert guest, Ewa Asmar, I just want to make a quick announcement. Remind you about the free course on August 4th that we are having. I am pairing up with my very good friend Susan B. Zimmerman. And what we're going to do is we're going to learn my special Twitter formula, and it's free. Yeah, I said I wasn't going to keep teaching this for free, but it seems to be working, and I'm happy, and everybody else is happy. And
show it.
Yeah, so in this course, we're going to learn how to do you're going to learn my special Twitter magic sauce that's going to teach you how to drive massive traffic to your online business by targeting your ideal demographic. It's not just fake traffic, it's like your people. And I've partnered, obviously, with my very good friend, Subidoo, who's going to be teaching her special sauce strategy to Instagram. So 2 social media platforms in 90 minutes. It's absolutely no cost to you. Plus, we're going to have some nice giveaways for you just for showing up. We only have 100 seats available, and we want to sell all of them out. Of course, it's free. So grab your seat now. Let's go to thislittleparent.com, and you'll see the banner on the right side under upcoming events. And let me tell you, just real quick, who this event is for. If you do any online marketing and you need more people to know about you, you want to create more buzz, you want people to know what you do, you can dabble in Facebook, and Facebook definitely serves its purpose, but that is not the only social media platform, and it's also not the most powerful one for you. So you're going to want to take this course. You're going to want to learn what is going to be most appropriate for you, which social media platform is going to serve your business best, especially if you have products that are visual, like jewelry, clothing, toys, trinkets, skincare, lotion, the kinds of things you've got on the show today. If you have those kinds of products, anything that you can hold in your hand or take a picture of, you especially want to learn the platform of Instagram, because it will instantly boost your business by about 40% with a very, very special strategy. So there's no excuse, no reason for you to wait on getting your ticket. Go to thislittleparent.com and click on that banner on the right side under upcoming events. Okay, let's go back and talk with Ewa Asmar. She's the owner of Bionée. And Ewa, what I'd love to know from you now is I want to know the nitty-gritty about raising capital. It is not easy, especially in today's climate, to get anybody to invest in a brand new product. How did you make that happen?
Yes, you are totally right. It's very tough. So I tell you first of all what the investors are looking for and what type of businesses they like, because this explains a lot. So I have a skincare line, as you mentioned, and this is considered as a consumer product. Unfortunately, consumer products are very difficult to get funded, just because they are very cash sensitive, because they require a lot of capital, and because you really cannot scale it. The business as you could, for example, with an internet-based business. So if you have an internet-based business, your chances of getting capital are already much greater.
Really? That's great to know.
Yes, anything that has to do with new technologies, e-commerce, everything related to internet is really on trend. And then obviously another industry that's healthcare or very specific industries. But these are very huge businesses and a little bit different. But personal care products is a tough one. So basically, what people will tell you is that there are 2 stages in capital raising. There is, first of all, you are looking for the seed money, and second of all, you are looking for a Series A investment. And there are a couple of different groups of investors. You can look for capital, first of all, among your friends and family for the seed money, and the seed money finances your concept. Just to bring out a product. Let's say I wanted to make my cosmetic product. I needed some money to develop it. So
what you're saying is just to actually bring your idea into a concept. So you're not talking about actually raising capital or raising money to put the products on the shelves and have a mass amount of product available at your fingertips. You're talking about just getting the idea going and purchasing the rights to it, the trademarks, creating it, and is that how you did it? Did you raise the seed money from friends and family for that?
Exactly. It's very difficult to get the seed money from institutionalized investors, just because you don't have a proof of concept, because it's just too early in a stage. So the person who you have to ask for money are really your friends and family, and that's what happened with us.
Okay, great. So you've got the money. You had enough money to actually conceptualize the idea. Now you have an excellent product. Where did you go from there?
From there, you have to build, which is called proof of concept. So you have to already show the investors, show the angel investors that your product is attractive to the consumer. And this can be done in different ways. Sometimes it's a number of sales that you have already achieved. Sometimes it's the number of followers on your Twitter, on Facebook. It's some kind of traction. Just to show that you can be successful and you know what you're doing. So when you have that, you go and look for the Series A investment round, and you would go to see most likely angel investors. Angel investors are a group of people who invest capital on a kind of small scale. We are not talking, huge amount of money, but
give me a range. Give me a ballpark range. What kind of money are you talking about asking for at this point?
So from angel investors and angel groups, you can really ask from, it depends what your minimum is, but from $50,000, let's say, to up to $1 million or $1.5 million.
Okay. Now, at this point, I do want to even point out that you are already sort of in a little bit of business debt, and that's okay. But at this point, you still owe friends and family and the original investors, right? At that point.
Yes.
Okay, great. So we already know that we have a little bit of business debt, which is fine because we're still growing it. And now we go over to the angel investors. Is it difficult to get a meeting with an angel investor?
No, I wouldn't say it's difficult, really. And that's where it doesn't matter if you have connections, as you rightly pointed. It doesn't matter if you have a network. You can find all the addresses, everything online. You just type angel investors or angel investor groups, and they all come up. There is a fantastic website that I highly recommend it. It's called gust.com, G-U-S-T. So you basically create the profile of your company, and you select and you upload all the documents that you need in order to present in front of an investor, like your business plan, like your financial statement, etc. And you can with one click, you can send it over to this angel group and present, make the first introduction. And if they are interested, they would get back to you and ask you for more formal meeting.
Okay, excellent. So can you also talk about, what is the name of that website again that you...
G-U-S-T.
G-U-S-T, gust.com?
Yes.
Okay, you're talking also about capital sources for your women business. Are there other capital sources that are significant to just businesses that are owned and operated by women?
Just angel groups who invest in women businesses only, you mean?
Yes.
Yes, there is one which is the most prominent one in the USA is called Golden Seed. Golden Seed.
Golden Seed?
Yes, Golden Seeds. And that's really an angel investor group made by women for women only. So they invest only in woman-led businesses. They are based here.
Excellent.
They are based here in New York, but they have offices, I believe, in 2 or 3 different cities around the U.S. And they organize every 3 months. I believe there is a screening session where they invite people to come and present. And if you are successful, then you will get to the next round.
Okay, excellent. So, Ava, we only have a few minutes left of your appearance here on this little Parent Stayed Home. So what I'd really like to just ask you in the next couple of minutes is, what advice do you have for anyone who's out there seeking capital investment, to get their great idea off the ground? What is your biggest piece of advice that you can give us today?
I think that's exactly what Angela Lee said from 37 Ages. Think big and don't be afraid of daring to think that your business will become the next multi-million-dollar company. And what happens after you will see, and maybe it's you are afraid about your family life. You don't have enough time to dedicate to your business. But you know what? With money comes help as well. So if you raise the money, you get some help. You get an intern. You get an assistant. You can always be flexible and work around your schedule, I believe. I am now pregnant with my third child. And
congratulations.
I had them, thank you. And I had them really one after the other. So I spent, most of my entrepreneurial life being pregnant and raising kids and being a mom and juggling the work and the family life. So everything is possible, and it really and asking for money and making it big doesn't mean you have to give it all up.
That is great advice. Well, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. This is Ewa Asmar. She is the owner of Bionée, and you can visit and find her products and learn more about her at www.bionee.com. You can also get all of that information right on the TogiNet show page. That's thislittleparent.com. Ewa Asmar is the owner of Bionée. When we come back, we're going to talk. I'm going to give you guys a little treat. First of all, we'll do a little giveaway. I will give away a Home Free Thrive guide to one of the reviewers on iTunes for This Little Parent Stayed Home. And then I'm going to give you some strong tips and business advice on how you can ease the stress in your small business just by following my 5 rules. So don't go away. We'll talk about all of those things and probably a little bit more right after these.
Staying home, working from home, making your dreams a reality? We're working on it. It's This Little Parent Stayed Home with Ali Lopreet, and we'll be right back after these.
This is Ali Lopreet. Now, as you know, I have made it my personal mission to help 1 million parents bring their careers home. And I'm always on the lookout for the best work-at-home opportunities that's going to allow you to sign your own paychecks and be able to put your family first. That is why I am truly excited to be able to present a legitimate income-making opportunity to those of you who are truly serious about working from home. I've teamed up with my very good friend, Bridget Brady, and together we're going to be offering a free 30-minute teleseminar on the first Wednesday of every month so that we can show you how to make money online using an already proven system. You can reserve your seat by going to thislittleparent.com, and under the Business Opportunities tab on the right side, you'll find the registration link for this free 30-minute call. It's free, it's strictly informational, and it's already been giving a lot of parents just like you the resources to take control of their financial future. Go to thislittleparent.com to reserve your complimentary seat, and we'll see you there.
Do you know the power that you have as a consumer? You have the power to choose where to spend your hard-earned dollars. Our milkmoney.com is an easily accessible online business directory that lists the products and services of self-employed parents. It's a great place for you to flex that consumer power of yours. And each time you do, you'll be helping a mom or dad afford the choice to stay home with their kids. Visit ourmilkmoney.com today to do your shopping, list your own business, or make a personal contribution to the global movement that's allowing business owners to put their families first.
Welcome back to This Little Parent Stayed Home, the no-brainer tutorial that will show you how to give up your corporate salary and get started supplementing your family revenue by offering the skills that you've already had, all the while staying home with the most precious gift that life has to offer, our children. It's This Little Parent Stayed Home. Now, back to the show with Ali Lopreet.
All righty, final segment of This Little Parent Stayed Home. And what I want to do first is give you my 5 vowel tips to easing the stress of your business. And when I say business, I say your mom business, because let's face it, this kind of business is very different than other people. We're playing in a different realm. We're moms. Okay? And I think that first of all, all, is going to ease your stress. When you work with other parents and you play by your own rules by putting your kids first and you stop apologizing for them and you minimize the times that you actually have to apologize for your kids, or not even apologize, just explain why you're late to a call, or explain why there's some noisy kids in the background, or explain why you have to go change the video out so that you can continue your conversation. All of those things can be minimized, and that stress can be minimized for you and for the person on the other end. If they're a parent, that gives them permission to do the same. And second of all, if you commit to working with other parents, that's very, very important. So, AEIOU, do you want to hear about my easing the stress, all the things that you need to keep present in your business, okay?
Of course.
All right. So these are the vowels of business. All right. A is for automation. So what I want you to do is think about going through your day and taking a look at the tasks that you're doing, and then just go through your week and really write down what you do on a daily basis in that week, and then look at those tasks and see if anything can be automated or hired out. So for example, I was spending a good 30 minutes to an hour every single night tweeting out, manually all of my different shows and getting listeners. That's what I do. It was a necessary task because I get results every single time I use that Twitter formula, but it was a tedious task that didn't require a lot of thought. And so I eventually I purchased a software that basically did all the automation for me. And now I have 5 more hours a week to get more important things done, or even sleep. Sometimes the more important thing, or playing with my kids. Actually, you know what I've been doing with those 5 hours? I'll tell you I'll be so honest. I go and I hang out with my husband on the couch and watch some TV. I get some husband time,
There you go.
Used to have. So that, automating those tasks. So automation is the A. Okay, so E, what do I have for E? E is education, okay? Make sure that you're staying on top of the trends in your industry. Set those Google alerts to inform you every time a new article is generated online about your area of expertise, because I really want to hammer this home. Nothing stays the same. Trends are always changing in marketing. You need to know how people are responding to your messaging. So you need to keep yourself educated and in the know. Just the basics. And also know that every 6 months, how we're speaking to people online is probably going to change. I mean, really, it's like, for a while it was send somebody an email once a month. Then it was every week. Now it's kind of pulled back to every 2 weeks. You need to know what those trends are. Stay up on current educational trends. Okay, so after E is I. Intention. Don't lose sight of your intentions. That's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning of the show. Is I lost sight of my intentions. I was like, millionaire, money, grow, big, big, big. And then I was like, wait a second, my intention was to come home and be with my kids. And I'm serving that purpose, and I need to be okay with it until my kids are ready to let me go further. So stay focused on your goals and money-inducing activities as well. That's another intention. Make sure that all of the tasks that you are doing serve your purpose and serve your intention. Look for those pools of profit. They're just sitting in your business right now that you can draw upon to bring in that cash flow. Okay? So that actually kind of brings us to the next letter, which is O. A-E-I-O. Okay? Like we're saying bingo here. O is for optimization. So what I want you to do is look for the money that's already in your business right now, today, because it's there. So I know a lot of people that are always like creating new products and new content, but they're never actually putting it out there. They're never actually selling it. They never make money. They're just creating. So look and see how you can repurpose the content that you already have. Go through your Rolodex and reach out to past clients to see if there's a way that you can service them. You can hold a free informational webinar to see if you can maybe upsell clients into a package that might seem new, but it's really it's just repurposed. It might have been created a long time ago, but it's just sitting there. My point is that so many times we are so hung up on building and building and building new, that we forget to use and repurpose all the old content that's already there. And we even forget to nurture our current clients or even clients that we haven't talked to in a little while. We need to go back and see if there's any missing money there. Very often, if I reach out to my clients and say, hey, just wanted to touch base with you, see how your business is doing, see if the last call that we had together really benefited you. And most of the time, you know what people say to me? Oh, my gosh, I've been meaning to call you. Thank you so much for calling. I totally need your help with something.
Oh, yeah, because they definitely are not going to take the initiative to do it because they're so busy themselves.
Right. It's fast money. It's quick money. So those of you out there that are saying, I just need money. I just need to make money. I'm telling you right now, the money exists. You've got to go out and get it. Go get it. Go find it. Call the people you know and start asking them questions about their needs. You might get on the phone with them. They're like, I'm good. I'm fine. I don't need you. Great. Just wanted to check in with you and see how you're doing. Call me if you need me. Bye. That's it. Just 15 minutes. Or send out those personal emails, not a mass email, personal emails. I was just thinking about you. Just wanted to make sure your business was doing okay. Is there anything that I can do for you? People appreciate that. Not everyone is going to bite, but there will be some, and that's going to be some fast money for you. Okay?
And so much easier than doing like cold calls and calling up new clients. So why not do it?
Yes, exactly. You already know people. Have conversations with the people who already know, love, and trust you, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so finally, the final letter in our little vowel business stress easer is U, and the U is for understanding. And this is for not just understanding your clients. This is for understanding how your business works. This was a big thing that I learned this past weekend at Kim Flynn's retreat, was really knowing and staying clear on how each component of your business is like a machine, okay? And it needs to work like a well-oiled machine. And you need to know how each component is working, okay? So you might be outsourcing. You might be saying, okay, well, this person's going to be doing my social media and that person's going to be doing my bookkeeping and whatever. And that's fine. That's great. If you can afford to outsource and it's going to make your life easier, definitely do it. But make sure that you understand how each component works and make sure that each component is serving your overall intention. And then you might see that, this one isn't working so well anymore. Then you're going to update it. Recently we updated our blog. It wasn't serving a really good purpose for us anymore. It was when we first started, but it kind of got outdated. It was time for us to upgrade. And so stay on top and understand how each component is working to serve your overall purpose.
Yeah, because that if you're not looking at those individual things, it may be that little squeaky wheel that's causing you to lose those profits, and you have no idea.
Exactly. You're so smart. You've learned a lot since you've come to be my producer on this show, haven't you?
Oh, yes. I suck it all in.
That's good stuff. Okay, so just to recap, automation, education, intention, optimization, and understanding. Those are the 5 things that you want to remember when serving your business in a way that will ease your stress. And I know that sounds kind of strange because those are like operational terms, but when you have these things fine-tuned, those 5 things, then you're not all over the place. You're not feeling, like you're crazy and you can't keep up with everything. It's going to ease your stress. When these things are in place, eventually your business will begin to run itself and you will have more time to set out for the original intention that you had, which was to be there for your kids, right?
Right.
All righty. So what's next, Danny Pie? What do we have next on the agenda before we end the show this evening?
Well, we've got a couple reviews, and then we give away something.
Yay. Okay, so if you're just now tuning in, if you would like to win our home free Thrive Guide, it's a workbook plus it's a 3-part audio series. And trust me, guys, this is good, especially if you are out there, you have not left your corporate job. You're going to want to do this. It's going to put things in order in a great game plan for you so that you can eventually leave your corporate job and start your own supplemental income so that you can be home with your kids, which is really where your heart belongs. And so, if your review is chosen at the end of the month, you will win the Home Free Thrive Guide, which is worth $150.
Mm-hmm.
So let's pick one now.
All right, we got Leslie Conrad. She says she loves the info. She's a working stay-at-home mother of 2, and the advice and the info is totally applicable and useful for all. Keep it coming.
All right, Leslie Conrad, congratulations. And Leslie, if you're listening into this show right now, you got to be listening to claim your prize. What you can do to claim your prize is write to, I'm going to send them your way, Danielle. Should I send them?
Bring them on.
All right, and so if Leslie Conrad writes to you at producer@thislittleparent.com, then we will send you, Leslie, we'll send you a free home free Thrive Guide and 3-part audio series so that you can put things into place. And it also works for people who maybe have already left their corporate job or maybe you've lost your job. It's a really good thing for you to figure out how to get started on a slow basis. We talk about first bringing in like $200 a month, then $500 a month, then eventually growing that and growing it alongside in a scalable way so that it meets your children's needs. As your children get older, you can work more and more. You see how that works?
Yeah.
All right. So congratulations, Leslie. And we've got a couple minutes left. So I don't know. What can I talk to you guys about in 2 minutes?
Oh, my gosh. I want to hear more about this retreat.
You know, I think that's something that we need to talk about for another time. But let me tell you, I learned some pretty amazing things. But, you know, one thing that I learned, I have to pat myself on the back, was that about 70% of it I already knew really well. Like I get this. I know this, and it's what I already teach. What I was really impressed with was Kim Flynn's way of teaching it. She has an unbelievable way of really helping all of that. It's a lot of information, of really allowing it to sink in a way that resonates with the individual. And she's very, very good at staying on top of it. She checks in with everybody in the room like, did you get this? Did you get this? This applies to you. Definitely. This maybe doesn't apply to you. She's very good at catering it. It's not like a one-stop shop thing. That's why these retreats are so powerful. So maybe next week I will talk to you about the personality quiz that we all took. It was really eye-opening, and it really can make a huge difference in how you run your business. So I think that is good fodder for next time. So everybody have a fantastic week. Love and kiss your kids and your spouse. Make sure that you appreciate everybody in your life that is making it possible for you to stay home. Look around and pat yourself on the back and just enjoy where you are and how far you've come. We've done great work. Have a wonderful week, everybody. See y'all next time. Take care.